Welcome back. Okay, so this time around we're going to make a pile of chicken Alfredo pasta. Oh yeah, baby. It's going to be good eating. What do we need first? We need chicken. We need chicken. Well, how fortunate that I have several plump, juicy breasts of chicken. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is cut up the chicken. Let me move you guys up a bit here. So you can see a little better what I'm doing. How's that? Excellent. Okay. Do 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 do. I don't remember how the rest of the song goes. That's okay. It's okay. It's a Creative Commons song. I'm allowed to hum it. Oh, I should bring the. I don't have the chat over here. Hold on, I'll go grab the chat. Hold on. I got it. Okay. Kirchen. That's right. We're in the Kirchen. I hope Z quits Fortnite and becomes a full-time food and drink streamer. Well, that'll never happen, but I'm glad you're enjoying it, Caspro. It means a lot to me. It just makes me happy to know that people like what I do. Whatever it is. So we have eight breasts of chicken, which I'm hoping will be enough for the sheer volume of Alfredo I want to do. Should be. This was part of the big Walmart trip the other day. They have basically these packages of chicken breasts you can get, and it's a flat rate of $10 or is it 11? $11 each or 2 for 20. So of course I got 2. So what I always do whenever it's flat rate meat like that is I go through all of them and find the one with the biggest, the best weight to get the most out of your $10. You know, my local supermarket used to do that, and I used to get pork chops that way before I started getting the pork loins, and it was wonderful. Okay. This won't take anywhere near as long as it took to cut up the multitude of vegetables for the breakfast hash, for those of you who watched that epic process. Which is why I wanted to get that one out of the way, because it just requires such a ridiculous amount of preparation in comparison. So essentially, in this case, we're cubing it. You could do strips as well, I guess, if that's your thing. I mean, I don't judge. We're basically just putting them all into the pan. Can you break? There we go. They don't all have to be perfect. In fact, it's a little more interesting, I find, if they're slightly imperfect, a little different. Every bite is a slightly different texture and volume of meat. So nothing fancy as far as the cooking of the chicken. We basically just put it in and cook it up in its own juices. Chicken breasts tend to be pretty juicy to begin with, so you don't really need to do much. I mean, in some case, if you wanted to, I guess you could cook it in a little bit of oil, but it's not necessary. I find that generally with meat, that unless you're doing like an actual thing where you're frying it, and you want a certain type of flavor or texture to it, you don't really need to add anything when you're cooking it. You just kind of cook it in its own juices, its own fat, its own water, and it's fine that way. Especially with fattier meats like ground beef, pork. In this case, with the chicken, we're not really looking to season it in the as we're cooking it up. We're just cooking it so that it's pre-cooked when we add it to the sauce. The sauce soaking into the chicken will be what gives it its flavor. A lot easier to chop up chicken than it is to deal with those peppers, man, I tell you. I was concerned I didn't have enough protein for all the stuff I wanted to make, but I think this is going to work out okay, actually. I mean, these 4 breasts alone, we're only at 2 breasts, and we've almost got the bottom of the pan covered, so that's pretty good. We should have quite a lot here. So then the concern is, do I have enough pasta? I probably should have picked up another package of pasta, but I don't know. We'll figure something out. Hey, greetings, Cass. Is today clued into who you are? Congrats on getting featured on new... Which what, who? Wait a minute, should I know who Caspro is? I love new retro wave. You'll have to fill me in, Cass, because clearly I'm out of the loop. Nice. Well, I will have to do the same because I love that style of music. Absolutely love it. Maybe I've already heard something and didn't even realize it. Well, because you were Caspro Music until... What, today? You changed to Caspro, yo! What's up, what's up? Gotta be hip and with it with the kids, right? Oh, damn, you guys found me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did you think you could hide forever? Never. Cool. Well, you can blame Cass. I probably would have remained in ignorance forever if Cass hadn't said something. That's okay. I dabble a bit in the musics myself. Actually, that style of music is something I've wanted to experiment with. I haven't really done... Well, I guess I've done a little bit, kind of, in that style, but most of my stuff is like gothic and cinematic and melancholy up the ass. But I do love that 80s, like, synthwave style. It's just so... awesome. I'm so glad to see that it's made like such a huge resurgence too. It's like, I swear we get more of it now than we did in the 80s. Which is great. But yeah, you know, like Jan Hammer was like definitely a favorite, still is. Harold Faltermeyer, of course. But I always loved like a lot of those musicians who, like growing up, I heard a lot of like new age musicians like Vangelis and Kitaro and Synergy and all those, and there was just something magical about them to me. The fact, just knowing that this was like these amazing soundscapes that were being done by like one guy sitting at an old analog synth and you know, one of the old computers to do like the sequencing and whatnot, and it just kind of, it was like it was magical to me, you know, and it got me to thinking like, wow, You could literally be, like, it took the whole concept of being a one-man band to a whole new level. And I was just like, wow, that's so cool. I want to do something like that. And then, that was that. I mean, my first love has always been, like, the idea of making my own movies. But then I thought, you know, I could do the music for my movies, too. All by myself. Oh, John Carpenter. How could I forget John Carpenter? Speaking of doing it yourself. Well, I don't know I'd really call his music synthwave. Definitely synthesizer, though. It's good stuff. One-man bands aren't just some guy. Yeah, right. With the shoes to active, or like the you know, the shoes with the vacuum pump or whatever on them to activate the cymbals, and he jumps up and down to make the bass drum go, and yeah. I think things have advanced a little since those days. I could be wrong, though. I just make music in my bedroom while watching Z cook. There you go. Now, wouldn't it be wonderful symmetry? You making music while you watch me cook, and then me listening to your music while I'm cooking. Whoa! That's like... I think we would cause an Ouroboros effect there. Ouroboros? You know, that thing where the snake's eating itself for infinity? Well, just as music is often my muse when I do stuff, I'm glad that my cooking stream can be yours. Caspro's next big track, Injury. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Glad I could inspire you through my pain. Yeah. Alright, so that's the first 4 breasts, and we've got enough to fill the pan there, so let's do the next 4 here. Just gonna give them a quick rinse. I'm actually really glad to be, what the hell? Why did the keyboard come up? Nothing touched it. Go away, ghosts. I'm busy. Haunt me later, not while I'm streaming. Here, I guess. All right. Can you fucking respond, please, you stupid piece of shit? Oh, I see why I got water on it. No! God damn. What are you doing? I wiped the screen. Why are you loading 8,000 things? Stop it! No! Oh my god. Nothing's responding now because I got the screen wet. For fuck's sake. Hold on. No! Oh my god. god. What is going on here? Old man dealing with phone. What? Like, nothing is responding. Why is it opening the email now? Just fuck off. Get back in. There. Okay, finally it's responsive again. Is it? Ooh. I have a spoopy themed track coming out on New Retro Wave this Halloween. Don't tell anyone. Okay. Your secret is safe with us and my audience of 28. Shh. Don't tell anyone, guys. But seriously, that's awesome, dude. And thanks for the exclusive. The scoop. Not supposed to say anything, but you guys deserve to know. Well, awesome. Well, we will definitely be giving that a listen. Or 7. God, when did I last do any music? It was probably like Halloween 2018. Yeah. I should probably get back to that one of these days. It is very satisfying. Well, thanks very much for that, Casper. I'm glad you like what we do here and that you enjoy hanging with us. Yeah, New Retro Wave is like one of those channels that, like one of the few music channels I find where I can just put it on and set it to just go through any random number of playlists, and there'll always be something great to listen to there. Just love that channel so much. It's all about them 80s, yo. All that neon. All that neon goodness. Damn it, says Kralatin, who probably missed something again. I left and no one else donated. Nope. You missed some other stuff, but oh well. You weren't here, so I guess that's that. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, it's just, as I say, like, I mean, it's a genre of music I've always enjoyed, and I feel like there's so many artists now that have embraced it and, you know, capture that old school flavor while at the same time bringing something new and interesting to it, and it's wonderful. I love it. Making something old new again. Like back in the 80s, if you were into that sort of music, it was generally on like alternative radio stations. You didn't really hear it a lot in the mainstream. A little bit. But it was mostly like the sort of so-called alternative stations that played that sort of thing the most. So it wasn't as accessible in a way. You just kind of had to know or know somebody who knew like what bands to look out for and stuff like that. But now with channels like New Retro Wave, it makes it so much easier to discover new bands of that style, and it's been great. Yes, Depeche Mode, definitely. New Order being another one. New Order did some great stuff. Art of Noise, of course, is my all-time favorite, although I don't know that I'd call them really retro wave. or new wave, I guess it was at the time. But just wonderfully experimental. Oh, I'm sure, yeah. The same for me, too. Like, if I'm just kind of wanting to chill and listen to some music while I browse social media or whatever, I find it's a good go-to. I mean, sometimes I'll just go to my own MP3 library, but it's always, you know, when I do choose to listen to something online, it's usually that, because I know it's a pretty good bet. I'll usually start with a couple old favorites, and then just jump into one of their random playlists. I'd say they're probably one of the few networks that's actually been genuinely helpful to artists and not just trying to cash in on them like so many others. You know, they actually help a lot of artists get discovered by fans of the genre. I don't know what their arrangement is with the art. I mean, obviously there must be some kind of arrangement because, you know, but it must be amicable because I see a lot of artists using them and being featured by them. So, good. Oh, dude, that would be amazing. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Yes, please, and thank you. Thank you so much. And, well, tell him Zaren Isaac says hi and thinks he's doing good work. Because, I really do. I love the stuff they do there. To which I'm sure he'll reply, who? And he'll say, oh, he's just this crazy streamer I watch that likes to injure himself in the kitchen a lot. Jack Burton. Me. God, my finger is starting to seize up now because I've been chopping so much shit today. Oh my god. Almost done. We got one more breast to do after this. And then that's all of the chopping. Come on, hand. Don't seize up. We can do this. We're almost there, buddy. Look how much chicken is in there. It's ridiculous. It's wonderful. And here I was worried I didn't have enough. Specifically, it's this finger, the one I'm using to steady the fork. That's the one that's seizing up. Ugh. Ah! I'll tell him you do Fortnite and meal prep. Yes, that completely defines me as a full person, right there. Fortnite and meal prep. I must remember you're still relatively new to what I do. I've actually been doing YouTube longer than anything else. I've got literally about 5,000 videos on my YouTube channel. To be fair, a lot of those are of my Fortnite streams. Well, not all Fortnite streams, but of my Twitch streams. But yeah, I do a variety of stuff. This is just kind of what I'm doing right now. I've always done the cooking stream, so that's been like sort of an on and off thing that I've done periodically throughout the years. Oh, nice. That's always cool. Seeing the process. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've dropped in on any of my behind the scenes streams, I do that when I do editing and whatnot. Not just the Fortnite videos. I do like, you know, my YouTube videos. I'll do like the whole process online. And a couple years ago for Halloween, I was actually doing a series of short videos, and I did the music for all of them. I did about, how many did I do? Like 15, something like that. 18, I can't remember. Anyway, I did the whole music process as well as the process of making the videos. If you're curious to as to what I use an M Audio keyboard and Reason software. It's very nice. I have a couple of Yamaha keyboards too that I'll use occasionally, but usually I just stick with the M Audio because, I mean, quite frankly, with Reason, you can have literally any kind of synthesizer sound you want. So it kind of rendered old school stuff obsolete for me. But, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I play some, like, I sometimes fire up some of my old tracks here once in a while. I just feel like, you know, being egotistical. Let's just listen to my music. Usually it's around the time that I've got a lot of copyright flags for something and I'm annoyed. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to play my music. I'm not going to flag myself. But, yeah. But, yeah, I'm a man who wears many hats. Try a little of this, a little of that. Some people would call it just throwing shit at the wall until it sticks. Ha ha! I just do my thing. Keep on keeping on. Okay. Chicken. Done. Now, let's cook it all. Like, literally all of it. Ugh! Oh, this is heavy. Hold on. Gotta move stuff. Oh! Oh! Look how much fucking chicken is in there. It's ridiculous. Alright, so I'm going to put it on about medium. We don't want to put it on, like, super high because we don't want to, like, fry it. We just want to cook it. So how I do that, in this case, is a little different from all the other stuff you've seen me cook. Not much, just a little bit. So we put it on about medium heat. And in this case, since we want to try to conceal the moisture in there, here, let's move you back a bit here. Hi. That should be okay. I'm just going to check the angle there. A little too high. It's hard to tell with this camera because it's got a fairly wide angle on it. Yeah, so what we want to do, where is it? Is it in here? No. Ah, here it is. Put the lid on it. Put a lid on it. There we go. And that's that. And then this, we're not going to be using. Just going to put it in the sink to wash later. We're actually going to be using this. Now for Alfredo, I like to use penne rigate. I really should have bought 2 of these. I don't know why I only bought 1. Anyway, we're not quite ready to do the pasta yet. Basically, I want to cook up the chicken first, and then we're going to portion it off. Use half for one batch of Alfredo, the other half for the other batch of Alfredo, and we'll take it from there. Meanwhile, let's clean up the cutting board here. Now that we've finished all the cutting, The cutting board is going to go into the dishwasher to be fully sterilized, especially after cutting all that chicken on it. Something I always try to do whenever I cut a large portion of meat. So anytime I do chicken or pork in particular, we clean those up. I'm going to rinse it all off first. I have to wipe the counter too. Looks like some chicken juice got onto the counter. Give it a little wash anyway, but main thing will be cleaning it in the dishwasher. Also, because I don't know when I'm actually going to do a load of dishes, so I figure we'll at least give it a bit of a soap and water here. There. Now, want to make sure none of it runs that way underneath everything over there. None of it touched that area, so that's good. Ooh, look at that. Rocking the yellow analog. Nice. Now you're one of the cool kids. Having a pretty awesome September, thanks to all you guys who've been subscribing and renewing and gift subbing and everything. It's been fantastic. Thank you so much. That was from Val. Excellent. Excuse me. And yes, just going back to what you were saying before, Chelsea, industrial music. Yes, that's the fun thing about industrial music, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. They sort of equate certain types of metal bands with industrial, and they really aren't. Industrial music is literally the type of music, like experimental music made with anything. Could be instruments, but more often it's not. One industrial band I really liked that were from England, a band called Test Department. And they were a very percussion-oriented industrial band where they would just bang on whatever they could get their hands on. And they just made some amazing music. Also kind of political as well. They actually had music with some messages to it. But not always, but sometimes. They did some like charity stuff for miners that were being driven out of work and things like that. And just a really cool band with some really interesting sounds. But they would mix in synthesizers occasionally, but again, with just these strange, otherworldly sounds that they'd created themselves. So yeah, Test Department. I don't think any of their stuff is on CD, but you can find some of their songs out there in the wild. But yeah, pots, pans, oil drums, kitchen counters, anything you want. I mean, if it makes a sound when you hit it, then it's an instrument. And that's it, basically. Anything can be an instrument. Actually, that was the whole idea behind Two Guys and an Effects Box, which was the music project I was doing with my friend Ben before it fell apart, was all of the instrument sounds in that were not instruments. They were either sounds of us banging on things or just recording and distorting our own voices. or making noises with our mouths and stuff like that, and then I would record those sounds and put them in, and then make songs out of them in a sequencer program. And yeah, true blue industrial, man. But the Blue Man Group, totally, man, totally industrial. Ministry, oh, Ministry's great. Very raw and angry. I love it. The Land of Rape and Honey is my absolute favorite album by them. So good. Oh, yeah, there you go, Val. Yeah, it reminds me of a street artist who used pots, pans, buckets, whatever to make his music. Dario Rossi. There you go. That's the whole idea right there. Alright, well, I guess we can at least put water in this. Oh, I'm getting tired. I'm not used to actually being on my feet for this long. I'm used to sitting on my ass in front of the computer for this amount of time. But, yeah. I was going to do some filming tonight, but I don't know how likely that is. It's just going to be good to have all this cooking done, to be perfectly honest. Just having all these meals ready to go. This isn't even everything that I was looking to cook. I was going to do some rice stuff as well, but I don't have any more containers. This will be it for the containers. So, oh well. Almost out of olive oil. What am I going to do? Yeah. Penne. Got fettuccine, but fettuccine doesn't really keep as well as the short pasta. I don't know. Figure it out. Someone get this man some more containers. Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing, Val. I just bought more containers. All these ones in the dish rack, these are all new. I just bought them all. And I already blew through all the ones that I had before, so I'm glad I bought those, because now I can do what we're doing today. But, yeah. Honestly, I think if I made any more stuff, I would run out of room in the freezer anyway, so we're probably okay here. So what do we end up with? So we have 14 so 14 breakfast hashes and 19 meaty pastas. And I'm not sure how many Alfredos we're going to get, simply because of my limited pasta, but we'll see what we can do. I have, in addition to the big package of penne, I have a small package of penne to get a few more portions out of that. And then I've got some farfel, good old farfel, which is the bow tie pasta, which would actually go pretty well with the Alfredo as well, I think. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. I mean, the idea is basically just to use up as much of the pasta as possible and kind of go nuts. And I still got enough stuff in there for more, oh, right. Need the mushrooms, sliced mushrooms. Don't want to forget this time. Yeah, we'll get as much mileage as we can out of what we have. But honestly, I think I almost overdid it. But no, it was actually 14 because we made 16, remember? And then I cooked 2. I ate 2 portions for my 8 p.m. dinner. So there's 14 left. You can't contain all the food, yeah. We got a donation goal for containers and olive oil. Yeah. Public Image Limited. Any thoughts on them? Don't know that one. I could swear you made 17. Guess I miscounted. No, it was actually 16. Easy Bake Oven guessed it exactly. It was 16. So, yeah. What DAW do I use? I know you've told me before what that stands for. I don't remember what that means. What is a DAW again? Oh, digital audio workstation, right. Oh, you mean for the keyboard? It's one called Reason. And then for just editing waves, I actually use an old, outdated, long obsolete one called Cool Edit Pro. The reason I use Cool Edit Pro is Cool Edit Pro was bought by Adobe, and it was turned into Audacity. Functionally speaking, Audacity is very similar. However, I'm not a big fan of Adobe stuff because I find it very resource heavy. It seems to just really slow things down to a crawl because it's such a resource hog. The thing I like about Cool Edit Pro is it lets me do a lot of different cool things. A lot of noise filters and echo options and things like that, or just general audio cleanup and editing. But it's very lightweight. It does not take up a lot of system resources. It's totally Windows friendly. I guess it was made with their style guides in mind, so it still works great under Windows 10. It's literally a 20-year-old program. But the version I have of Cool Edit Pro is literally the last version, including the update, which was the last version, right before Adobe bought them. So, yeah, I love it. Love my Cool Edit Pro. Been using it for years. Does everything I need, and I'm happy. Sorry, you're right. Audition. Adobe Audition. You're right. No, I get those two mixed up in my head all the time. And Casper uses Cubase. Yeah, that's another good one. I've heard a lot of good things about that one. I haven't had the opportunity to try it out, but yeah, Cubase is good. Reason is good. There was another one I thought that Avid did. I know Avid is mainly video editing, but I could have sworn they had an audio one too. Unless it was just something that was Avid compatible. I remember seeing, it was a featurette on a DVD. It was a movie by one of Robert Rodriguez's movies. Might have been Once Upon a Time in Mexico. And he was showing his in-house studio and stuff, and he was using Avid workstations to do nonlinear editing when nonlinear editing was still pretty new, and he had some kind of music software that he was using. It seemed very similar to Reason, but it allowed for more kind of real-time stuff. Like he could plug in his guitar to it and just play some stuff on the guitar, record it as a wave or a MIDI thing, and then put more stuff into it. And he talked about it as it allows you to compose music at the speed of thought, which, and he demonstrated. He just kind of quickly threw something together with a few different layers to it. And I remember being really impressed, thinking, wow, that's really cool. I would love to have some software like that. And, years later, I got the M Audio keyboard and Reason, and that was very similar to what I saw Robert Rodriguez using in that featurette. It was not the same. He was using something else, but I don't remember what it was. FL Studio, yes. I know a lot of people use FL Studio. I tried it. Pro Tools! That's what it was. It was Pro Tools. That's what Robert Rodriguez was using. Pro Tools. So, yeah, anyway, what was I going to say? I am very familiar with hardware at Great Red Shark. I haven't seen it for about 10 years, though. But very cool. I don't remember the music. It's been too long since I've seen it. Used FL Studio, not quite sure I like it that much. I'm thinking about moving to a different one before it's late. Yeah, I used FL Studio, like I tried it out when it was still just called Fruity Loops. And I didn't really care for it as much. I think because it was all loop based, or it seemed to be all loop based, and I don't like that. I like to make my own shit. I don't want to use, I mean, I've used some pre-made loops before, like drums and such, once in a while, but I always feel like I'm cheating when I do that, and I don't like doing that. I much prefer to just build my own soundscape and go from there. So, I have FL Studio as well, but not a fan. Cubase is my true love. See, there you go. There you go. Take it from the musicians in the room. I shouldn't say that because, there's some people I know who are very successful musicians who swear by FL Studio. They love it. And also, to be fair, the version that I used back in the day was hella old compared to what they use now. So I'm pretty sure it's more robust of a, of a DAW nowadays than it was back when I tried it out. Because I can't imagine the... also, I should say the musicians I know who use it don't only use it. They do a lot of other stuff as well. Like play guitar. Like actually properly play guitar. Which will always be amazing to me because I've never learned how to play guitar. But they use it for certain parts of the composition process. So... Yes, my anti-loop snobbery. Z used to rant at me for using loops when I was a teenager, and then when he gave me his collection of instrument samples, I noticed he had removed the loops. What was this? Used FL Studio. I'm not going to do this. Oh yeah, it's super drum and bass and electronica oriented, and to be honest, it's not really my genre. Yeah, fair enough. Hey, take care, Antisocial Fat Man. Thanks for coming out, dude. Hope you enjoyed the cookingness. I checked out a bit of your streams the other day, by the way. You weren't live. It was just one of your videos. And you were playing Portal 2. Love the Portal games. Oh, so good. And rest assured, I suck at them too. No, it's not analog that's leaving, Chelsea. It's antisocial fat man. He may have already left, and he clicked the wrong thing. I don't know. Anyway, good times. Good times. I thought I had missed some of his chat, but I scrolled back. I guess he was just lurking today. That's okay. I don't mind. I love my lurkers. Hi, lurkers. Okay, looks like the chicken's just about done. As you can see, it doesn't take very long. So, we can probably start heating up the water. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of how I want to do this. So I might need to do a few batches of pasta just to get enough to justify the making of the amount of sauce that I want to make. So we're going to portion the chicken in half, just right down the middle, and do 2 batches of sauce and however many batches of noodles we need to do to step that out. Alright. Good. Yeah, see, Analog understands. Says, I'm a drummer and I really like the idea of creating beats from scratch and making them interesting with fills and changes. The whole looping beat that goes nowhere just bores me. Yes, and I hear that from drummers all the time, saying that they don't like, as you say, drum loops because they just go on forever and don't go anywhere. Or they don't like drum machines because they're too regular. They don't have that very slight... I mean, I know that someone who can drum well can keep a beat very well, but there's still that slight irregularity because you're a human. It doesn't quite have the same personality to it. It also doesn't have the same spontaneity to it. Like, you watch somebody play drums live, it's exciting and it's, dynamic and it's fun because you're seeing them throw in little creative flourishes on the fly as they're going that, a drum machine or a drum loop just isn't going to give you. So, you definitely lose something in that respect. Love to sing covers, not just from karaoke, maybe from a band. I can cover some, no doubt, Tragic Kingdom songs. I mean, if you go like Phil Collins and put a drum machine on top of your own drums, it just adds a nice dynamic that adds to the song. See, now that's interesting. That's an interesting creative idea. And might I add, I fucking love Phil Collins. Phil Collins is the man. Okay, so fuck it, we'll use all the bowls, I don't care. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so, I used to have two of these. I don't know where the second one went. Oh well. Anyway. Maybe it fell between the counter somewhere. I have no idea. Anyway. Okay. So we're basically just going to portion these off evenly as much as we can. And we're going to half and half it. So half will be for one batch, half will be for the other batch. A little bit more there. Yeah, see, this should be good. Actually, this might be so much, I don't know if it's actually going to fit properly in these bowls. That's okay. Rather have too much chicken than not enough. Ow! There you go. You happy now? I touched the rim of the thing. Made it quite a ways without injuring myself, though. I'm impressed with myself. I impressed me. We are helping. We are helping. I am helping to make your boots go faster. That came up randomly in Fortnite last week, I think. Val and I were reminiscing about that. In case you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, it's a reference to an old episode of Reboot. A wonderful, hilarious episode of Reboot. I do love non-stick pans when they're still new and non-stick. like this one. Okay. Chicken is done. Let's make some sauce, shall we? First things first, I have this ancient butter that my mom bought the last time she was here. It seems to be fine. We're going to assume it's fine. Ow! Oh my god, I sprained my hand. Yeah, should be fine. Alright. Yes, we need that much butter. So if we do a second batch, we're going to have to use margarine because that's the last of my butter. That's the other thing I forgot to get. Fortunately, I got the two most important ingredients of the Alfredo pasta, or the Alfredo sauce, and that is the cream and the Parmesan cheese. Alright. So basically, nice, easy Alfredo sauce. We're doing a quadruple batch, so this will make about 8 portions. You need a lot of butter, because butter is an integral part of the sauce. It's part of what makes the sauce sauce. So, this is about half a stick of butter. Technically speaking, for the amount of sauce that I'm making, you should be using a full stick of butter, but I feel like that's a tad excessive, so we're just going to go with half a stick. This is also unsalted butter. However, I'll be adding salt into the sauce anyway, because you need salt with the sauce. Ancient butter, used in Egypt and embalming. Yes, that exact butter. Excellent. Love to have a karaoke night Sean should sing. Sean, which song would you sing? I don't know. I'm a Little Teapot. The death metal version. Yeah. See, there you go. Sorry, just scrolling back. See, Caspero also agrees. See, all the real musicians in the room agree. No loops. You want a loop? Make it your own damn self. Like, I don't even care if the drum sequence that I make is not particularly original or inspired. All that matters to me is the fact that I made it. You know? Fuck YouTube and its broken copyright system. Let's have a karaoke night. Excellent. I'll find a list of all the best lyrical, Creative Commons songs that we can sing. It'll be wonderful. Sing time. Okay, here we go. So we're melting nicely. Actually, I'm just glad to be finally using this butter. It's been sitting here forever. So this time around, the kind of cream we're going to be using is what the recipe actually recommends, and that is whipping cream. This is Island Farms whipping cream. Island Farms is probably the best dairy on the island. So, last time I used Dairyland, it's not as good. Hold on, gotta move you guys a little bit. And then we use a full 2 packages of Cracker Barrel shredded Parmesan. And 4 teaspoons of crushed garlic. Okay, almost there. It seems like a stupid amount of butter, I know, but understand that this amount of butter will be divided into 8 portions of sauce. So really, half a stick of butter, divide that into 8. Like, you're not getting a lot of butter per portion. It just seems like a lot because we're making a huge amount of sauce. Stoud's just orgasming looking at all of the butter. Hope this meal isn't going to be the cause of your first heart attack. If it is, worth it. I'd rather have a heart attack because of something I made from scratch myself for me, rather than from some processed food shit. Know that I at least tried to be healthy. And hey, I said it was unsalted. It's unsalted. Yeah. Anyway. Almost melted. Look at that. Look at all that unsaturated fat. It's wonderful. Meanwhile... No. Fuck. Are they all powder now? Oh, yeah, there's definitely a few shattered ones in there. God damn it. Crack! That's alright. It's a few broken noodles between friends, right? Alright. So, you want to be very careful to use just the right amount of cream that you need. Which is literally all of it. There we go. So the whipping cream is nice and thick. You know how we talk about milk and how, you know, you have your 1%, your 2%, your skim. Homogenized is like 3.5%. This is 33%. Yeah. So it's like literally 1/3 fat. 33%. That's just what whipping cream is. It's just, that's what it is. Alright. So, I want to give the noodles the occasional stir so they don't stick together. And once again, much like the other pasta we made yesterday. You want it to be a little bit al dente so that when you reheat it later, it doesn't go too mushy. Raw. Not really. It's good. It's fine. Oh, what is this? Alan says, I legit made butter out of shaking whipping cream in a jar, and it is actually fantastic. You can throw the buttermilk byproduct in some pancake mix, and it makes it even better. Wonderful stuff. Maybe that's something I should look into. How to make butter. Well, because it's basically just churned milk, right? But yeah, I know there's a lot of uses for whipping cream. I mean, the one thing they recommend for this is to use the whipping cream because it's thicker. So it makes for a nice, thicker, creamier sauce. So, of course, you can use whipping cream to make, you know, whipped cream. What? Really? Yeah. Which I think is basically whipping cream and sugar that's kind of beaten until it's nice and frothy. But, or whisked. I guess you whisk it. But, yeah, good stuff. I'm just so sexy it all turns into intelligence. Sean cooks all night stream. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, how does the anal OG man know everything? Because it doesn't know where else to go. Well, see, I don't know if you've ever heard of this place called the Internet, but sometimes when you want to learn how to make something, you can go to this internet place and they will have the information on how you can make that thing. So, you know. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? That's how I learned to make this. And this recipe is so simple, I already memorized it. I made it twice. And I've already memorized it because it's simple. I hope to one day memorize the pork sausage, breakfast sausage recipe as well, but it's a little more complicated, bigger mix of spices there, so. Oh, salami, oh prosciutto. Yeah. Alright, that's heating up nicely. Probably put my salt and pepper in there now. Let's just mix that in. Roughly a teaspoon. I know it seemed like a lot, but it's roughly a teaspoon. And then same with this. This is Saxa. It was this is also Saxa, which was sent to me by Michelle a while back. Very good. Really like the hold on. I will add more pepper later, but that'll do for now. Anyway, really good. I like that they have built-in grinders, which is kind of cool. I might actually mix it up a bit. I'll use part that and part my other one here. I find that mine does bigger grounds than the built-in grinder there. This one does it pretty fine, but mine does them a little more coarse. Well, also mine's adjustable. The built-in one isn't. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, that's almost ready for the cheese. How's this doing here? Just a little test here. It's almost perfect, just a little bit longer. Not too much longer. So each package here is roughly the equivalent of 3 cups of Parmesan cheese. So we want 6 cups. So we're using 2 packages. And just a reminder, you want the shredded, not the powdered, because the powdered doesn't melt as well. Okay, these are done. You ready? Ready for the dumping of the cheese? Watch this. Oh wait, we're not done yet. There we go. 2 full packages. Mix it all in there. So it'll start melting in a little bit here. Meanwhile, our crushed garlic. There we go. Where did I put all my spoons? Where the hell are they? Not be flying all over the fucking place. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Where did I put my measuring spoons? There's those, but that's not the ones. The ones I was using. Where the fuck did they go? Did I throw them out by accident? No. Where the fuck did I put them? Oh, there they are. Behind the bowl. Alright, teaspoon. So basically, 1 teaspoon equals 1 clove, roughly. It's supposed to be 1 clove for each, unit of the recipe. This is 4 units, so 4 cloves. 5 out. You're counting the hours. 5 hours in almost 5 hours. That's an average of about an hour. An hour. There we go. It's getting nice and creamy now, as you can see. Look at that. Oh yeah, the whipping cream definitely works better here. Holy shit. That's impressive. God damn it. I hate it when things don't... You just open, you piece of shit. There. So inevitably what ends up happening is the pop top comes off and my hand flinches and then I slice my hand. So fuck that noise. Use a spoon to pop the top. Okay, so it looks like everything's melted. It's steaming nicely. We got our mushrooms in there. So, I guess we should put some chicken into this chicken Alfredo, shouldn't we? Let's do that. Whoa, she's just splashed all over me. Oh well, such is life. Oh yeah, look at that's beautiful. I was concerned that wouldn't be enough chicken, but that's perfect. That's great. Excellent. Alright, not as bad as I thought. A little bit down on the floor. Alright, chicken's in there. Okay, next. You guessed it. Peas and carrots, baby. Oh, yeah. Motherfucking peas and motherfucking carrots. Mm-mm. This is why we didn't do the full double batch, because once we put all the other shit in there, it kind of fills up the pan. There we go. Wonderful. So you know that is a nice hearty sauce. Got a lot of nutrition in there. Got your peas, your carrots, your mushrooms, your chicken, your 8,000 calories of fat. Alright, so just let that warm up a little bit. We don't need to make it super hot because we're not eating it right now. We're just going to be portioning it off. Okay. Just enough to cook or to warm up the veggies a little bit. Oh, look at that! That is a thick sauce full of goodness. Look at that. So much good stuff in there. Yeah, so we should be able to get 8 portions out of that. Let's actually portion off the pasta just while I'm on the subject. Okay. It's funny, look at that. The vegetables cooled the cheese again, so now it's like stringy. Got like cheese snakes in there. Look at that. That's okay, it'll melt again. That's why we want to warm it up a little bit first, just to kind of melt everything again. There we go. Alright, meanwhile, it's hot. It's almost like it just came out of the pot or something. Jeez. That's fine. Whatever. Give this a stir here. Uh-huh. There we go. Rose said she likes it when she gets the big long strings of cheese, so I'm sure she won't mind. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. I want this to, normally I would try to stretch this out to 9 because I actually think I have enough pasta, but I want it to be 8 because I don't have enough containers. So we're going to make sure it's 8. And that way I can do another batch of 8 with the other ingredients, you see. There. Oh yeah, that should do. A fifth of Beethoven, yes. Thank you for recognizing my disco reference. That was terrible. I'm not good at doing a cappella disco. Alright, I think that's good. I think we're done. I don't think that was even the right key. Like, God, it's so unlike me. I'm usually very good at stuff like that. Wow, okay, this is just like stringy as fuck. That's okay, get in there. Well, we'll give the containers a little wipe after. Oh my god. So cheesy. Cheesy sauce. There we go. Well, what it lacks in gracefulness, it'll make up for in flavor and wonderfulness. So to make sure you get lots of cheese, lots of chicken in each portion. We'll give the containers a little wipe after. Yeah. It ain't easy being cheesy. Wow, that's just like a big glob of Parmesan cheese. Awesome. Hold on a second. Let me put that back in and melt it around a little bit better. Here we go. Alright, good. I don't think anyone in this household will complain about an excess of cheese in their pastas, so there we go. more. Excellent. Beethoven's Fifth, what it was and how it was done. Well, wasn't he was the deaf one, right? Yeah. Madness. Could hear the music in his mind, I guess. Something like that. Something weird like that. Oh, might help if I had the container here. Okay, now, the remainder. Oh, my wrist. I did not expect this to take this long. Oh, okay, gotta rest my wrist. Ow! Fuck! Oh. Go. Yeah, I probably had enough sauce here for a 9th portion too, but oh well, whatever. All due to lack of containers, really, more than anything else. There, done. 9 delicious portions of chicken Alfredo. Oh, well, guess we got to find a place for these in the freezer, don't we? These new containers are from Rubbermaid, so they're actually very high quality, good stuff. More expensive than the ones I get at the dollar store, of course, but I think they'll stand the test of time a little better. They are a little sturdier. Okay, I think I can make some room in there actually. So hold on a second. God damn it. Alright, hold on. I can take my stir fry and put it under. Ow! God damn it, get out of my way. There. All the stir fry. Fuck's sake, just get out. Put it under. And then, you know, I'm thinking what the big problem is this box. If you just take the turkey fillets out of the box, we can just stick them in the door of the freezer. Now we have all this extra space in the freezer. Ice cube. For these. There. I put one of the stir-fry veggies on the door as well, so I fit a few more underneath. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Good. So now I can get rid of this. So this was, I picked this box of frozen turkey breast fillets up because it was on sale for about $10 off the usual price. And meant I could have some more protein for stuff like if I make fried rice, for example. I actually thought I might not have enough chicken for the Alfredo, so that's why I got this, was to make sure I had enough. Turns out I have enough. So we've still got this whole bowl of chicken here that we haven't used yet. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of the pasta. I feel like I've been cooking forever. How do chefs do this for 8 hours a day? Like, seriously. Good Lord. Now it's like, God forbid you have extra saucy Alfredo. Yeah. Welcome, Vakja. Of course, everybody leaves. Everybody waits for chaos in the kitchen. You finally get some, and you're not even here.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Got me straining my wrist, trying to precariously hold up a sauce of pan, and I know, and making a bunch of racket, rearranging shit in the thing so I could put stuff in it, and I had to move things, and anyway. Chaos in the Kitchen should be the name of the show. Yeah, a little more. There's a bit more of a ring to it than Cooking with Z. What the fuck is that, and why should I care what he's cooking? Yeah. Oh, Chaos in the Kitchen. Now that's something I want to watch. Yeah. Chaos in the Kitchen with a K, of course. Yeah. All right. Break time, smoke time. I'll be back. damn it. Where? What? What's the typo? Not to gas up a car in Fortnite. Where's the typo? Oh, and the date. I see it. Sorry, YouTube comments. People are annoying me again. Okay. Hi. Let's make even more food, shall we? Why did I do both of these on the same day? At least after this it'll be done. And I never have to worry about it again. Okay, so pick up the little package of penne in that one. Now we'll do the bow tie pasta in this one. And that should give us enough. Let's let this soak for a little bit. Some of the bits of pasta are stuck to the bottom. Let's wash this one. It's here. There. Good enough. Someone was trying to argue on YouTube that the character Chase Meridian in Batman Forever was a great character that added a lot to the movie. And his argument was, she exists so we have something to stare at and get titillated by. And I'm like, yeah, that's the problem. Vicky Vale served a purpose to the story. Catwoman served a purpose to the story. They both happen to be very attractive. Chase Meridian, the only time he serves any purpose to the story is when she's psychoanalyzing Bruce Wayne. You know, being the psychologist that she is. Otherwise, all the scenes are chasing after him, using fast signals that she can sit on him. It's like, it just wastes so much fucking time and adds nothing to the story. It just grinds to a halt when it's the chasing after Batman part or parts. Maybe I should just call you Bats. Oh, he's gone. I'll use the bat signal later and dress in some sexy lingerie so I can have my way with his bat boner. Yeah, I just fucking shut up. Stop it. And I love Nicole Kidman, don't get me wrong. She is a very charming and attractive woman. Alright, this is going to be the margarine one, because it's what we have. That looks about right. Because we're out of butter. And we're about to be out of margarine if we keep this up. Holy shit. Alright. Do 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 do. Yeah, alright. Got our chicken. Two more packages of Parmesan cheese, and that will use it all up. And another thing of whipping cream. Oh God, yeah. Duncan says checked out the comments on your HD versus DVD video recently. I can't believe how many people still saying there's no difference and it's all a scam and I won't upgrade. I know. Like 14 years later now, Blu-ray is almost old enough to drive. Get with the times, people. Blade asks, for how many days am I prepping food for? Well, the idea was to basically have food for a month. So, close to a month, I guess, ish. So we got 14 breakfast hashes, 19 meaty pastas. This will make 16 Alfredos. So yeah, if we just do like say 2 meals a day, we should be pretty good. Should be in pretty good shape. I also have 8 kilograms of rice. Actually more than that because I've got other packages of rice too. So I've got rice and turkey breasts for protein there. And some stir-fry veggies, so I'm going to make some stir-fries at some point. Might make one this weekend just to kind of have the meal prep stuff last a little longer. Yeah, so, you know, good stuff. Wow, this actually is not enough margarine. Holy shit. Okay, more. I know about how much it should be as far as filling the bottom of the pan. So I don't know how the flavor will compare being margarine instead of butter. I'm sure it'll be fine. Probably be a little healthier too actually because this is actually olive oil based margarine. So oh yeah, there we go. That's a little better. Thank God margarine goes on sale fairly often. Okay, how are we doing here? There we go. There's the tiniest film of pasta on the bottom here that stuck to the bottom of the pan, so I just wanted to unstick that before we heat it up again and bake it on further, you know. That slight sort of starchiness, yeah, it just kind of gets in there. What I'll do when these are all done is I'll basically just do a load in the dishwasher to clean everything. Ow! Ah! I've been doing so much today, my hands are seizing up. My God, we're finished with all the chopping. I'll have to instruct Rose, say don't just eat the Alfredos, mix it up with some meaty pasta too. So, yeah. So I know left to her own devices, she'll only eat the Alfredo and nothing else. And that's like the most expensive one to make. To be fair, it is also the most delicious. Okay, so that's looking good. Let's put the cream in. I honestly didn't think I would be doing both of these today, the hash and the Alfredo, but honestly, I'm glad I am, because that means it'll be done. And then I can just chill for like the next few weeks, knowing that I have food prepared, and I can just heat something up when I'm hungry, you know? It's great. Mushrooms. Actually, maybe we'll put this one over here. Oh no. Oh no. That's it for the olive oil. Alright, so we got a little thing of gluten-free penne here. And we got a full thing and a partial thing of farfel. So we're going to use these. And that should do it, actually. That will do it. Take my rice containers out, put them in the cupboard here because I have room now with all that pasta. is gone. Oh yeah, and also for Rose, got some KD, so that'll help the food go a little farther as well. We've also got, I did get some more powdered milk. There you go, makes 10 liters. That's like 10 cartons of milk, and I've got enough here to make another at least 2 to 4 liters. So we're good for milk. For the apocalypse. We've still got a fair amount of cereal. We got, it's fairly basic stuff. We got like corn flakes and Rice Krispies. And I've actually still got some Count Chocula left. Should be about time for that to come back on the market. Oh yes, KD, short for Kraft Dinner. It's mac and cheese. Yeah. And Michelle is allowed to eat chicken and turkey. Okay. Well, yes, farfel is it's literally the bow tie pasta. Sorry, I should have given you a closer look there. Closer look, farfel. I'm sure that's not how it's pronounced. Let's see, I was asked to pick up red wine by the friends. I was going to dinner and had to ask the checkout clerk if Cabernet Sauvignon was a red wine. Such sophistication. Well, you know, you could just go and look. They usually have the reds and whites in separate sections. If you're not sure and you want to appear classy. Alrighty, so let's do our seasoning again, once again with some of the lovely sea salt that Michelle sends. It's quite good. And I think we'll hang on to this one. We'll just go with my pepper mill here. Look at that nice big coarse pepper. That's how I like it. I used to buy the coarse pepper, and not every place has it. A lot of them just kind of have the powdery stuff. So I think Walmart had it, so I would buy it there in like big containers. And then my mom was like, well, why don't you just get a pepper grinder? I'm like, I don't know. So she bought me a pepper grinder. And I haven't looked back ever since. That's something I'm very well stocked up on. I have like a shit ton of peppercorns. I got like this big bulk container of it, so yeah, we're all good for peppercorns. That's something I use in just about everything. I love pepper. Ooh, I should send you guys some Aussie wine. Our wine here is amazing. Yes, please. That would be wonderful. Hey, 007. I didn't even see you come in. Were you lurking? Oh, no, you were talking earlier. Sorry, I missed the chat a lot when I'm cooking. Well, have yourself a good night, dude. Hope we catch you at the marathon tomorrow. Should have a good time. Lots of new stuff in Fortnite land, apparently. Okay, this is coming along nicely. The waters are starting to boil. Do I have any room in this freezer? Well, actually, I could make room for a little bit of stuff on the bottom row if I put this in the cube freezer, which I think I'll do actually. I'll do that after. What I should do actually is swap out some of the Alfredos for meaty pastas, just so we have a bunch in the main freezer here that are easily accessible. If I had like a block of cheese, I could do that thing that Rosie and I like, the sort of pseudo lasagna. With the lasagna, I take 4 portions of the meaty pasta and I put it in my casserole dish. So then I mix it all up and I thaw them in the microwave, just enough to break them up. Then mix them all up into the casserole dish and then put like half a block of grated cheese on top and then bake it. And just leave it in there at about 425 until it's nice and golden crispy on top with the cheese. So it's melted underneath and like nice and golden crispy on top. And then cut it up, and we get like 6 portions out of that. So I actually take 4 portions of the meaty pasta, which would be 4 meals normally, and turn it into 6 portions of pseudo lasagna, which is quite good. But of course, you're adding a shit ton of cheese, so yeah. Some places scatter rose bushes throughout, plus our eucalyptus trees, very light notes with a deep red. Hmm. White with chicken, yeah, basically white wine with white meat, so like poultry or fish. Red wine with red meat, like steak and hamburgers and stuff. I prefer red wine myself. Merlot is probably my favorite go-to. But I'm pretty much open to anything. I like a red wine that's a little bit dry. Like some, a little bit of zing to it. I was actually thinking of getting a distiller and getting some wine kits to make my own wine. As you get those wine kits, you can make like a dozen bottle of wine, a dozen bottle of wines, a dozen bottles of wine with that, and it's pretty awesome. I would like 1 dozen bottle of wines, please. Actually, it'd be more like Harold.
I'd like a dozen bottle of wines.
Alright. There we go. We're actually almost used up our garlic here, which is good. I actually wanted to use it up. That's why I got a smaller container of it. There we go. That's all that's left of the crushed garlic. So if that small portion goes bad, I won't feel too bad about it. At least I know I got a lot of use out of it. I should have put some into the meaty pasta, but I wanted to make sure I had enough for the Alfredo, because I knew the Alfredo used a lot more. So. Ideally, the best way to do this would be literally just to get a block of Parmesan cheese and grate it your own damn self. Have you seen how much a block of Parmesan cheese costs? Holy shit, that stuff's expensive. So yeah, this was a good middle of the road thing. Each one of these was about $6. So, still not super cheap, but definitely less than just getting a block, you know. I guess we can throw the mushrooms in. basically we're going to use the colander for the bow tie pasta because there's more of it. I don't even know how long this stuff takes to cook. I've never cooked this kind of pasta before. It looks fairly thin, so I'm guessing it's not going to take that long to cook. So we'll keep an eye on it. Literally using everything I have here just to make this. It's crazy. Every container, every scrap of short pasta. Madness. Absolute madness. It's like we need more pepper. Yeah, I think the bow tie pasta will be kind of fun with this. Nice texture, different shape, you know. Last package of peas and carrots. I got precisely 4 because I knew I'd be making precisely 4 batches of pasta. We're going to put this in before the chicken this time. Almost 6 hours of meal prep. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Full days. I feel like I've worked a day in a kitchen, you know, like. Body not used to this. How's that coming along? Almost there. Alright. Let's put the chicken in. Wonderful. I'm so happy that this turned out to be enough chicken, which means now I've got those 2 kilograms of turkey breasts that I can use for whatever. Probably going to use them for stir fry primarily, and maybe some, well, actually I can't do fried rice now because I don't have any peas and carrots left. Oops. Who is it now? Okay, we're done. Gotta get it off the heat. Yeah, so we're just draining it this way. Just with the lid. Just how I always used to drain my pasta, actually, before I think Mum to the rescue again. I got a colander. Or maybe I bought it, I can't remember. Ow, ow, ow! Ow, fuck! God damn it. Cold water, please? Jesus Christ. Trying to cool my finger under scalding hot water. Alright, how are these ones doing? Almost there. They're a little bit too al dente right now. Yes, thank you, Michelle. Oh, turn that one off. Good, good. Gotta heat this up enough that it's not all stringy like that. Lost a bit of the melt when we put the frozen vegetables in. What can you do, huh? Alright, I'm actually gonna take that lid off. Cold water in to make them cold again. I guess I could have used the colander. I thought they'd be both ready at the same time. I'm an idiot. And then I could just put them back in the pond. The pond. I was trying to say pot, but thinking pan, and it came out pond. Back in the pond. That's not even a posh way to say pot. I don't know what I'm thinking. Alright, let's see how these are doing now. The weird thing about these bow ties is like the center is really dense compared to the rest of it. So it's like the rest tastes fine, but the center's still a little chewy. So I don't know what to do about that. Well, I'll just give them another minute. Will you fucking heat up already? God. String-tastic cheese here. Let's turn it up a little bit. Ugh. Free items on Fortnite today. I should probably log in then. Maybe we'll play a few rounds after this just for fun. We're almost done here. Finally. Days later. It certainly feels like days later. Alright. I'm thinking we could probably get 3 out of that penne. And then the other 5 can be the bow tie. Because the bow tie, there wasn't a lot left in one of those. Shit. I should actually, I think the bow tie is done. So we're gonna dump that. There we go. There we go. Now it's melting down again. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay, now. Wait a minute, is there seriously this much in here? I didn't think this would make this much. Yeah, no, I guess that's okay. That's fine. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Just take a little bit out of this, put it in there. Yeah, this is the gluten-free pasta. Doesn't have as much flavor in it as the gluten-full pasta. But whatever. Oh, come on. There. Pasta for Mario. Alright, so let's cool off this pasta here too. I like these bow ties. They're yummy. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Now it's melting down nicely. Melting down just in time to be frozen. Give that a little bit more time. Oh yeah. I remember that. someone had told you that's what the ending was, and you believed them, like the gullible child you were. I bet they were just making that up to seem cool, to try to impress you. I totally beat it. It was easy. Bet that kid couldn't even make it past World 3. Whatever it was. Stupid lying kids. You'll gain more respect from your peers by telling the truth you know. No. Gain more respect by telling them I've seen the end of Super Mario 3. Battling tooth and nail through the whole game just to see them go out for pizza together. The thing is, I totally could have pictured something like that happening, because I remember when I beat Golden Axe, the Golden Axe game, it has an ending where all the characters leap out of the arcade game and like go running off down the street. So I could totally see Mario and everybody leaping out of the game or something and going off for pizza. You know, it was not that far-fetched, because I'd seen endings that were along those lines before. But we all know if they went out for anything, it would have been pasta. Hey, paisanos! See, once again, I actually could have squeezed another, probably squeezed another portion out of this, but I just don't have enough containers. So, we go with what we have. There we go. I think we got it. Oh, Billy Dope. Oh, smash! It is going to be so nice to sit down after all this. Holy shit. No. No. Bad. A friend told me. Well, your friend's full of shit. Alright, let's do this. Perfect. Good. So I can move them over here, and you can see. Excellent. Except I don't have room for all of them. Well, maybe. Hold on. If I rearrange things a little bit. There. Alrighty. I like those bow ties. Why are you sizzling? It's sizzling. course, I'm going to have to let these sit and cool for a little bit now because I had to heat up the sauce so much to melt the cheese that now it's scalding hot, and I don't really want to put it in the freezer when it's scalding hot. Why did I do that one? Why did I do this one? I don't know. Anyway. Well, that's good. I'm glad I had the breakfast hash instead of one of these, because now these will last a little longer. I am tempted though, because these are fucking delicious. Oh, that's got a big blob of cheese in there. Your Rosie will be the lucky one to get that one. Oh, another one with a big blob of cheese. Wonder if Rosie will be lucky enough to get that one. Get a little more meat. There we go. And finally, oh, another one with a big blob of cheese. Wonder if Rosie will be lucky enough to get that one. You know, I don't really have any interest in those gotcha books. You know, I don't really have any interest in those gotcha books. You know, I don't really have any interest in those gotcha books. I assume at least a few of you know what I'm talking about. And if I'm watching this 20 years from now, well, sorry, me from the future, I'm not explaining it. I'll be watching this when I'm senile and losing my memory, trying to remember things. And then I'll encounter this video where I said something that refers to something else and I didn't explain what that thing was. And I'll be like, fucking me from the past? What a dick I am to myself in the future. Ha ha! You're old, me from the future. So I guess we'll just have to suffer with extra sauce on these portions again. What a shame. You can tell I'm really upset about that, eh? Oh, shucks. More sauce? Damn. All because I didn't have enough containers. So I could have got basically 2 more portions, conceivably, total. So like 16 instead of 14, or no, 18 instead of 16. Oh God, come on, we're almost there. Almost there. Come on, arm. You can hold out. Fuck's sake. Oh, that almost dumped that on the floor. Oh, ow! Didn't expect that end to be so hot. Fuck's sake. Oh. Right on my toe. Scalding hot sauce just sizzling away on my big toe. Okay. We did it. Okay, so next up, we just got to tidy these up a little bit. Oops. overall, very pleased with today's efforts. If I do a stir fry this weekend, we might do another cooking stream. Would you guys be down for that? Everyone seems to enjoy them. Stir fry is much simpler to make. I basically just get a package of frozen stir fry vegetables. So no real prep involved other than just dump the vegetables in the pan. Yay! Actually, I do pre-cook the meat as well, so there is that. Okay. That's good. Alright, let's seal these up and find somewhere to put them. I mean, I guess I could keep a couple in the fridge and just have them ready to go, but I kind of don't want to. I want to have everything frozen, so whatever my whims are, that's that, you know? So if I change my mind, and I don't want the thing that's in the fridge, I want something that's in the freezer, I can just grab the thing in the freezer. That way if everything's in the freezer, it doesn't matter what I decide, spur of the moment, I want to eat that day. It will all stay fresh, frozen in time, ready to go. Okay, so what was I thinking? If I take this out. And I think I'll take this out too, since I don't use it for anything. We can put a couple of these in here. Alright. I'm going to move you guys way back here. This. Move these. Put that down there. Okay, so we have 4 more Alfredos here. So I'm thinking, take some of the Alfredos out of there and we'll take some of the meaty pastas from here. Yeah. Maybe these ones. Whoa. God damn it. And looks like we can fit 3 more in there. There we go. Okay. So now So I took some of the meaty pastas and I put them in the other freezer. And then I'm hiding some of the Alfredos in here. So Rosie doesn't eat them all. And more meaty pasta there. Good. And I shuffled things around a little bit. I actually had more room in there. And there we go. Both freezers are basically full of meal prep. If you take a look in there. So we got some on their side there just so they'll fit in. That's a stack of, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 2 stacks of 7. So that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And then under that, there's another 4. So that's 26. And then hold on. You hearing me now? Okay, there we go. Alright. So, we got all that sorted out. So, if you come over here, come on, you piece of shit. What are you doing? There, alright, good enough. Anyway, come in here. You look in here. We got. Hold on. There. Look at that. Can you see that? Now, this freezer isn't being entirely honest because behind these, there's actually, oh look, more peas and carrots. Sweet, score. Put those over there. There's a tub of remains of ice cream there, but otherwise, we got 3, 3, so that's 6. We got 2 rows, we got 3 there, 3 here, so that's 12. Got another 6, so that's 18, and these are 2, 3 rows of 2, so another 6 there, so that's 24. So 24 plus, what did I say the other one was? 26 or something. So yeah, we basically got about 50 meals. Stout kept track. 26. That's what I thought. Yeah. Why is that out of focus? Fuck's sake. Yeah, so Michelle says 50 meals plus him and Rosie plus seconds, so about 3 weeks. Yeah, well, the plan was to meal prep for a month, roughly. So obviously that alone is not going to be a month, but there are other things. I have rice, I have turkey, we have cereal. So some days we probably won't even have the breakfast hash. We'll just have a bowl of cereal, you know. So, and we got we got Franks and beans. We got stuff to make stir fry. We got chicken breast or turkey breast for that. So yeah, so we're good. So the meal prep stuff is just to kind of have in addition to all of those other things. So we just have quick heat and eat meals that we can have on nights when I don't feel like cooking anything, you know. So mac and cheese. Yeah, so you know we're doing okay, Jack. We're doing okay. So really, I've also got 10 pounds of potatoes that I haven't even touched yet. So you know, home fries. I've got eggs. Have home fries and eggs for breakfast. Don't even need to touch the breakfast hash, you know? So yeah. So we're doing okay. So basically what I did was Sunday was marathon recovery day, and then I edited the marathon. Monday was Rosie and Daddy movie day. We watched Evil Dead 1, 2, and 3. Tuesday was stock up on groceries day. Tuesday was also pay the bills day. So I paid the internet bill, paid my credit card payment for the month, and then went and did about a $427 grocery shop. Part of which was going to Shoppers during their points event and getting more points. So I actually have $40 in points that I can spend on additional food if I need it at Shoppers. So, yeah. Annetta, basically, they had some extra money, and it was a matter of us wanting to make sure we were all going to survive the pandemic, because we're pretty sure we're going to have another lockdown soon. So we're basically taking a we're all in this together stance and helping each other out. So they came into some extra money recently and said, we can give you a little bit of extra grocery money. And lend you a little bit that you can pay us back later if you like. And I was like, okay, you know, I just got, you know, had a pretty decent marathon, just paid my bills. Let's do that. So we did. So basically we went and they didn't supplement that much. Don't worry. No, it's nothing. It's fine. The Annetta now is not the same as 3 years ago. That 1 year of hell that we both went through really changed a lot of things as far as how we all get along. So don't worry. I wouldn't have said yes if I thought it was going to be any problem. But no, new Annetta is very nice and genuinely helpful. And it wasn't that much. It was like, you know, $75. You know, the rest was all out of my pocket. So I give them money for gas money every month anyway. So it's just going to be tagged onto that a little bit over the next couple months or whatever. All depends how much I have coming in. But yeah, so essentially what it is we're all going to pile into the car once a month, do like a Mondo grocery shop, and we'll do something like what I just did. Do a couple days of meal prep and have stuff ready to go. And then we'll kind of just do that once a month, you know. So, oh, absolutely, Toon Man. Absolutely. But, yeah, so anyway, it went pretty well. I mean, you guys know how low I was on food. Like, there wasn't a lot of stuff left. So, a mega shop was definitely in order. So, glad to get it all done. Glad to get all the meal prep done. So, yeah. So anyway, that's what my week has been. And then the past 2 days, as you know, we've all been cooking together. Yay! Meaning I've been cooking and you've been watching. But, yeah, so it's gone well. I am just destroyed from all of that cooking. I'm going to go have a break, and then maybe we can play some Fortnite to kind of unwind for the evening. How's that sound? Shit, I forgot to put the stir-fry veggies in the freezer. Hold on a sec. They're just sitting on the counter, happily thawing away. Luckily, I have a slot right down the side of the tower of meal preps that they will fit. So, perfect. There we go. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. That was so much stuff. My fridge was full of stuff, and my cupboard was full of stuff, and we used so much of it. Wow. And I still got enough pasta sauce for 2 more batches of meaty pasta. It's crazy, man. And I got extra tomatoes too, so anytime I want to make that meaty pasta, we're set. Did I kill the sound again? No. Okay. We're good. Just move the mic, or the camera. Okay, we're going to wrap up this cooking stream. Thank you very much for joining me. Those of you here on Twitch, stick around. We'll play some Fortnite in a little bit. I'm going to take a little break and have a drink of water. I think I'm going to wash my face too, just kind of freshen up a bit. But, yeah. Actually ending. Yes. Well, the cooking part. And then we'll chill and have some fun for a little bit until I pass out. It's not going to be super long, just maybe a couple hours of unwinding and chillaxing with you fine folks. Tomorrow's marathon day. We'll have plenty of time to play tomorrow. But I would at least... I'm not stopping the stream. I'm just taking a pause and then continuing. Anyway, stop saying bye, everybody. I'm not leaving. I'm coming back. I'm just going for a smoke, and then we're going to play some games. Everybody thinks I'm leaving. Anyway, and Duncan's leaving, and Chelsea's... God damn it. Everybody's just trolling me. Alright. I'll be back in a few minutes. See you then. Those of you watching the repeat on Twitch or YouTube, thanks for watching, and sayonara.